Hey everyone, I'm Keisha Charmaine and I'm back and I'm here to talk to you all about locks and sex appeal. Now this is a topic that I've touched on a few years ago and I thought it was time to make an updated version. And I think it's important for you to all get the perspective of a female, of a woman. And let's share our thoughts. For women, when we're starting off with our locks, when our locks are shorter and people looking on may not quite know what's going on with your hair, you know, during your awkward, immature stage, especially when it's shorter. A lot of times men will give you the side eye, like, what is she doing? However, a lot of men will be very sure what you're doing and will acknowledge you for it. When I was starting off my locks, very often I would get comments from random men off the street saying, oh, I see you starting your locks, go ahead, young queen, you know, stuff like that. You know, I wish more women would rock their natural hair and stuff like that. Like, I got that a lot when I was first starting. But I would get that response from a certain type of man. The men I like to call the poetry reciting, incense lighting type. Now, there are also other men, obviously, who, you know, probably won't give you a second look. And that's okay, because the way I see it, those aren't the guys for you anyway. But in general, a lot of men really appreciate seeing a naturalista, whether she's, you know, growing out her natural hair or starting her locks. Off the bat, men look at you and, I don't want to say assume, but they figure that you're a confident woman and you're not too concerned with other opinions on you. If you were fully concerned about what others thought, you probably would be wearing a wig or a weave or even just a perm, you know? It's not the norm for women to be wearing natural hair and locks. I mean, it is getting more and more popular. However, still, most women wear their hair straight, whether it's the perm or wigs or weaves. One thing that I really do like about having locks and just natural hair in general is that men on the street will respond to you differently. You know, they will say, hey, queen, hey, empress, goddess. You know, they will speak to you with such respect and admiration, you know, which is nice. You know, it feels nice because, you know, oftentimes we have to deal with the other type of guys who's gonna, you know, say, hey, sexy, you know, and, you know, although yes, that's a compliment as well, but we just don't want to always be sexualized. We don't always want to be viewed as sex objects. So we appreciate when someone decides, no, I'm not gonna call her sexy. She probably heard that all day from these average brothers on the street. I'm gonna call her queen. We appreciate that. However, with that being said, when you have locks and natural hair as a woman, people have certain expectations of you. You know what I'm talking about? They want you to do no wrong. They want you to be wholesome. They want you to be listening to neo soul, just straight up Lauryn Hill and Jill Scott. And the minute you get caught twerking in the club, the minute you get caught rapping along to some Nicki Minaj lyrics, gasp. You're supposed to be my black queen and you're no longer worthy of my respect. They will damn you to hell. They will. If you don't fit into these men's ideals of what a proud black sister with locks is supposed to be smart, intelligent, uplifting her people, wholesome and godly, but when you step outside their box and just let out a little bit of ratchet, it's an issue. Is that lock sister eating baby back ribs? Pork? Swine? So you do have to deal with people's expectations and their judgments. And we have to deal with men who are just completely ignorant of locks and just think, oh, I don't want to talk to her because she has locks. She doesn't wash her hair. She's dirty. Not knowing that you watch Keisha Charmaine here on YouTube, who helps you out, gives you all these clean hair tips and hair tips in general. And another point is I find that men in general tend to like long hair, and the locks is a pretty, now I don't want to say easy, pretty surefire way to get long hair. A lot of times black women, especially when we perm our hair tends to not grow past a certain length. Me personally, my permed hair never grew past like broad strap length. That's it. That was the longest it's ever reached, and then it just started to break after that. You know, they say, you know, oh, her hair can't grow past neck length, you know, it breaks off. But natural hair is strong hair, and if you know how to take care of your hair, it's gonna grow long. Especially since with locks, you don't have to trim as often as you have to trim loose hair. So our hair gets longer than everyone else's, pretty much, if you let it. So that's one factor to point out. Yeah, men like long hair often, and you can get long hair with locks. I have a man, and I pretty much had a man my entire lock journey. So I'm not really familiar with the dating scene with, you know, baby locks or anything, but I can imagine it's tough. It's tough to meet new people because you already have these ideas that they have ideas about who you are because of your hairstyle of choice. Just remember, men overall love confidence, and once you exude confidence, it doesn't matter what you got on your head. I promise you that. I promise you. If you are genuinely confident within your heart and soul, it will exude through your pores, and no one can deny that. So regardless of your hairstyle of choice, make sure that you're confident in your walk, confident in your talk, and you'll be just fine attracting a mate. Thank you so much to all of you lovely locked ladies who submitted your photos. For those of you who don't know, I sent out a request on Instagram to get some photo submissions. So if you don't already, follow me on Instagram at KillaDoesThat. I'm so happy to be able to showcase the beauty and versatility of locks and locked women. Always remember to rock your locks, whether they're short, long, thick, thin, colored, natural hair color, what have you. As always, leave me a comment below. Let's have some conversation. Thumbs this video up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to share. Thanks for watching. Love, light, and locks.